Hi, welcome to SBR TV. I'm Peter Loshak. This is our College Football Experts Roundtable on SBR TV. This week we're going to preview Week 6 with SBR contributor John Ryan from johnryansports.com and returning guest Steve from collegefootballwinning.com. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, let's get to the first game. Steve, this is one of the games that you wanted to talk about, and I'm interested to see what you have to say about this because this seems like a stay-off game for me. It's Thursday night, huge game, Pac-12 game, Cal at Oregon. Oregon is a 24-point favorite. Obviously, they look awesome on the year. They lost to LSU, but everyone else they've steamrolled over. But last year, Cal, of course, was able to completely slow Oregon down. Oregon won in California, 15-13. I am going to stay off this side, the sides on this game completely. I did take the over a little bit at 63, just because I knew the line would go up. It's now 65. Do you think there's value on either of these lines?
I do. First, talking about Thursday night games in general, dating back 6 years now, the home team against the spread in Thursday night games is 52-31.
Wow.
So that's winning at nearly a 63% clip. So that's right. Thursday night home games. There's definitely a reason for that in college football.
Sure.
And it has to do with that captive college football crowd. And there will be none better than the stadium this Thursday night. Classes just started in Oregon last week. So all the students are back on campus. This is going to be a huge Thursday night game for them. So even though it was very close last year, Cal is a totally different team on the road. Last year, Oregon was 5-0-1 against the spread at home. Cal was 1-4 on the road.
Right.
So looking at rushing defense this year, because you're going to have to slow down Oregon somehow, starting with that rushing attack. If you're a Cal's rushing defense, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. But again, they're averaging against 1.73 yards per carry at home. That's excellent this year. But on the road, they're back up to 3.41 yards a carry. And that's similar to last year. They had 2.67 yards per carry that their defense at home, and away was over 5 yards a carry. I'm on the Oregon side here.
Yeah, I mean, Cal is notoriously, for a few years, been a notoriously bad bet on the road, bad team and bad bet on the road. I don't know, I guess I just see a Pac-12 line of 24 points. I think, could there possibly be value on the side of the favorite? Maybe there is. John Ryan, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of value on Cal, actually, and I don't want to rain on Steve's facts because they're all very good and very accurate. But I put out a 5-star pick on SBR today on Cal, and I like Cal quite a bit. We're talking about rushing, and Oregon is obviously, I believe they are third nationally in the rush. California actually has a pretty good running team in their own right. The defense has done well over the years with this coaching staff too when they're playing against strong running teams. In fact, they're 23-9 versus good rushing teams, and by definition, I consider that averaging greater than 200 rushing yards per game. So that dates back all the way to 1992, and Cal did very well against running teams last year. But I do think Oregon is going to have trouble with the combination of the Cal receivers. They're both in that 6'3", 210 type of size, and they're very athletic and very quick. Now, if Oregon has to bring safety help to stop that run, that means that they're going to have man coverage on the perimeter, and I think Oregon's going to have their hands full with those two guys. So I'm not calling for the upset. But I do think Cal could be a big surprise here, even on the road.
All right. Experts disagreeing. That does happen all the time. As Doc tells us in our calls with him, oftentimes there's big, sharp action on both sides. Steve, you want to take 15 seconds to hit back?
Sure. I just want to say that the home team has covered the spread the last 6 out of 8 times these two met head-to-head.
Wow. There you go. That's a hard jab right there. Not a knockout punch, but a hard jab.